Hello, it's Sunday and I haven't not done a full face in a really long time, so I'm getting ready and I figured you guys could watch if you wanted to. Now I'm going to go over what moisturizer I use, the primer, the foundation, all that, all the way through mascara and lips. So if you don't want to watch all of that, come back for the replay and just fast forward through anything you don't want to watch. Hey Amy. So first and foremost, I start with the Younique Royalty Line Hydrating Day Cream. Now this has an SPF 20. Now granted, today it is nasty out and rainy, so I don't need the SPF, but I do need the moisture. So I always put on some moisturizer in the morning. I always say, your face is like a canvas. If you don't take care of the canvas or prime the canvas before you put your makeup on, you're not doing yourself any justice by putting really good makeup on. Because the skin underneath or the canvas underneath is not well taken care of, right? So you can put all the fancy dancy makeup on you want, but if your skin is a hot mess, it's not gonna look good. Hey Jessica. Hey Nicole. So anyway, take care of your skin and your makeup's gonna look a heck of a lot better on. So I just do that, and then as soon as I put on that and it soaks in for a second. Hey Wendy. Oh, I should totally share this to some of my groups and I forgot. Oh well. I put some of our Touch Glorious primer on. Now, you guys have heard me say this. Hey Jess, I have been using this. Hey Tara, I have literally been using this same tube of primer over a year and a half. So when I say this stuff lasts forever, it really does last you quite a long time. So I think the primer's $39. It's worth every single cent, because even as I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, I will most likely, now look at, that's how much I have left still after a year and a half. When it gets down to the itty bitty baby bits that are left, I'll cut the end off and I'll squeeze out even more, rub my finger in and get it. I mean, I'm not playing. This stuff is like magic. And all you really need is a half to a pea size amount. And I even put it in with my concealer to thin it out a little bit. So that's all the amount you need for your whole face. Okay? Now, what is primer? Primer is like silk that you rub on your face. And when you put this on your face and you let it sink in, it keeps your pores and your lines filled, I guess is the best way of saying it, so that your makeup does not sink in. I like to pat it in. I have, with age, I've started getting pores. My pores are larger here, and so I make sure that I push that in my skin right there, so that it's just better. It just kind of helps fill in those creases and those lines and the pores so that your makeup does not sink in and show more. Also, it keeps your makeup on your face. It helps keep it sticking all day. Now I put a little bit of eye primer on. I just put a little bit of this on, and I mainly put this on because I draw my eyebrows on and I really want to make sure that they don't come off during the day. So I just put a little bit more of that on, and I'll put it down on my eyelids too, to help keep my eyeshadow in place. You do not have to put this on, but it's like Velcro for your eye makeup. And your eye makeup won't budge. Like I had that a vendor event the other night that I went to, and what day was that? Last Tuesday or something. I don't know. It's pink night. Or pink. Anyway, I put my makeup on and I didn't have to touch up a thing. I put it on at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that evening at 5:30 when I was getting ready to go to this, or 4:30 at the event, I didn't have to touch it because it was still there from that morning. It's crazy. Okay, so the next thing I put on is my foundation. So usually I let that sink in for a little bit. Our liquid foundation comes in a little bottle like this. It comes in a dropper. It's serum based, okay? So I squeeze out all the goodness. And then I stick this back in and I shake it up really, really well. Because it's a serum based product, it will separate. However, because it's serum based, it has no weight. So I even had someone say, I hate foundation. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I never wore foundation before I tried this. And you know why I never did? Because I hated the way it made my face feel. I cannot stand it when it feels like there's something on my face. And this is wonderful. One, because it doesn't feel like anything. But two, if I don't have enough on, I can add more and it's still weightless. It's buildable. It's amazing. Okay. So what I do is I take the dropper out, fill back up, take the dropper out, and then I drop a couple drops on my finger, and you can do this any way you want. This is just the way I do it. I put some drops on my finger, spread it around my face where I know I'm going to want it. So there it's on, right? Now you can't just rub it in with your fingers. It's going to look awful. You can take any number of things. We have a liquid foundation brush. We have this brush, which is a dual-ended foundation and concealer brush, which is what I use every day. You could use a beauty blender too. You don't have to use a brush. You can use one of these if you want. Excuse me. Hey, Shauna. But what I do is I take the big end of my brush and just kind of dot it around my face. And I buff it in. So far we put moisturizer on, primer, face primer, eye primer. Hey, Angie. And now we're putting foundation on. And we have several kinds of foundation, so you're not limited to just one. This is the one that I like a lot, especially in the winter. I prefer loose powder foundation in the summer because I'm more oily, and I feel like, not really oily, I mean, I guess, warmer weather, it's humid here, and the powder foundation, hey Lindsay, helps, I feel like it helps keep that under control, whereas in the winter I'm more dry, and this gives me really good coverage and I don't have to worry about it if I don't want to. So, but I love both equally. Okay, so now we have our foundation on. I'm going to put my brows on now. You can see I don't have a whole lot of brow. And again, we have several different brow. We have a brow palette you can use. I don't, and I know this is a disservice to my sales, but I'm not a big fan of the eyebrow palette. I feel like it doesn't stay on as well. I'm a face toucher, and I don't like I feel like if I scratch my eyebrow, it comes off. And I'm sure if I use setting powder and maybe I used less wax or whatever, I would have better luck with it. But I found something that works just as well, if not better for me. And that's just kind of where I stay. I don't venture out too much. Now that I figured out how to do my eyebrows, I don't mess around too much. So I use the dark eyebrow pencil. And there's a spoolie on this end, and then there's a brow pencil in this end. And then I use now my daughter was in here yesterday. I'm gonna have to go find it. I'm sorry. I used a Splurge Cream Shadow for filling in my brows. Hold on one second. I thought I had everything right here. And I either use, hey Papa, I either use Proud, which is a really dark brown, which was in Steals and Deals the other day. I'm not sure if it's still available or not, but this is a really dark matte brown cream eyeshadow, or I use Faithful, which is just a little bit lighter, and I used that before I dyed my hair dark, really dark, and that worked wonderful too. You could use, there's a light, a medium, hey Bobby Joe, there's a light, a medium, and a dark brow pencil, and then there's also a light, medium, and dark eyebrow palette. And then if you're like me and you prefer this, just pick one that you like that matches your eyebrows the best and try it. That's my, try it until it works, until something works is kind of how I, most of our products are dual, multi-purpose. Hey, we need to talk about you moving. Hey Jessica, how are you? I almost texted you. And now I can't remember why I was going to text you. It goes in and flies out just as fast. So anyway, I line the outside and I hope the eyebrow gods are on my favor today, because if it's not, these are going to take a while. But usually I can get them on pretty quick. But this eyebrow is much thicker than this one, so I have to fill this one in a lot more than the other. And this one also sits up higher than this one. They always say they have to be sisters, not twins. But you know me, I'm going to have to try and make them twinny as much as possible. Just me. Hey Caitlin. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. I love having faces on here. We're just putting my eyebrows on. So just to recap, we put moisturizer on. I put the hydrating day cream with the SPF 20 on as my moisturizer, then primer, eye primer, foundation. Now I'm putting my eyes. Are you gonna do purple? No, I thought I would do brown. I can do purple. Do you want me to do the purple eye look I did yesterday? I can. It seemed like a lot of people liked that yesterday. It's really easy. I can do the purple. It's really easy. I used, it's okay. I don't mind. Purple's a good color on me. And purple matches with brown just fine, because I'm wearing my brown sweater today. It's fine. I got it trimmed. I didn't cut it. I mean, I think Amanda cut it a little bit different. Hey, Lori. She did an undercut this time and left this a little bit longer than she did the 2 times. Hi. Millie's come down. So it's a little bit different than last time, but no, I mean, it's essentially the same. If I'm on live, so if you're going to be down here, you have to be quiet, okay?
Laugh.
You can laugh, but you need to do it quietly. Do it. I'm a proponent. Hey, it grows back. Do it. It'll look adorable on you, Angie. Okay, so no. Okay, so I'm going to take that dark brown and I'm going to fill in where I didn't put my eyebrow pencil. And I use the...
Mommy, I think I'm going to put this upstairs, okay?
Put what upstairs? Put what? Before you go anywhere, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm going to take my angled... I've rubbed the name off of it. I use this every day. So it's the eyebrow artistry brush, I believe. So it's angled on this side and flat on that side. And I use both ends, but to put on my eyebrows or fill them in, I take this and I just dab it inside. Hey Brenda, my cream shadow until I feel like it's on there well enough. And then I just fill in my brows. Oops, you know what I forgot to do before I do that? I soften the edges here with my spoolie.
So
I just softened where I drew those on real quick. Sorry about that. And I start towards the middle and then work my way out to the end.
Mom, what's the dark purple?
I used the dark purple yesterday, but I think you grabbed it again. Because I have the dark brown right here, and I'm gonna need the dark purple because Bobby Joe wants me to put purple on, so I'm gonna put purple on.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's down there somewhere, honey. Maybe it's one of the ones you kicked under.
No. No. Let me see this one. It's so cool.
So then I have a little bit left on my brush, and all I'm gonna do is just kind of drag it towards the front.
No. I don't see the purple anywhere.
Well, it's gotta be down there, honey, because I just used it. Okay? So it's pretty easy.
Maybe this one is. No.
There. See how easy that was? Easy. I say that easy because I've been doing it for a while, but
Maybe this one.
I also don't want to jinx myself with the...
Maybe here. No.
Okay, so you're asking yourself, why is she putting eyeshadow in her eyebrows? I'm putting eyeshadow in my eyebrows. This is a cream that dries to a powder, so it's really nice to be able to mold your eyebrows in the where you want them. And because I put...
It's not down here.
Honey, it is down here. Is that it over there? It rolled over there yesterday. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
I'll hold on to my table. You go over there quick like a bunny.
Okay.
So see, when I put the eyebrow or the eye primer in, it also helps keep my eyebrows where I want them.
Got it.
So it's almost like I have
Got it, Mama. Here.
a brow gel in there.
But I need to.
That's not the purple one though. That's a gold one. Is it under the bed? So between the two products, I put brush in there. It feels like I've got brow gel in and they don't go anywhere. And I know that this eyeshadow is going to stay put all day. And because I'm a face toucher...
You know, I really want more.
Honey, I'm not doing that right now. I'm on a live. You'll have to wait. Please be patient.
I'm gonna do the more.
No! Don't hide it. I know what you're doing. I saw you do it.
Let's go here. Like.
I need you to find the purple because Bobby Joe's watching. She wants me to do purple.
I don't know where the purple is.
That's why I said find it.
I don't know where it is. Not down here.
Yes, it is down here. I just used it yesterday.
Maybe that's it.
Well, look and see.
Okay.
So when I find a boo-boo that I don't like, I just take the flat end and then just kind of
Now,
follow along my brow and fix
maybe
it.
I just lost it.
All right, Bobby Joe, if she can't find it, I can't do it. I'll try. And then I take the spoolie again and just kind of comb through the front and make sure that the front of my brows look the way I want them. Does that make sense? So they're not overly harsh here, but they've got that nice thick fullness to them.
I'll put this lipstick on. Can I, Mommy? Can I? Mom?
If you can find my purple eyeshadow, you absolutely can use the lipstick, but you need to find my eyeshadow first.
Maybe it's in here. No?
Okay, so here's the trick. Hey, Angel. Here's the next trick. To perfect eyebrows, I take a concealer.
Not in there.
This is our Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer, and I put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I use the lightest color we have, is Scarlet, because if I use Scarlet, then it acts as a highlight, and I don't have to add more eyeshadow up there. I just use the concealer. And then I take our if I can find it. was just here it is. Concealer brush, which is, I love this brush. I take a little bit of the concealer and I just go right underneath my eyebrow. What do you think you're doing? You're not be doing something you're not supposed to.
It's nothing. I'm not doing anything. I wasn't doing anything. I was just waiting right here.
Okay, so by doing that, can you guys see the difference? I cleaned up my edges and I also highlighted. So now I have that nice clean line underneath my eyebrow and I've also kind of highlighted underneath there.
I don't know where the little purple is. I don't know where the little purple is. I don't know where the little purple is. Maybe I lost it and I didn't lost it. Maybe I just took it somewhere and
I always just bring it right in this way and then I pull it up just a little bit to kind of highlight that area too. So now I've got underneath my eyebrows.
Let me find it on your table.
It's not on my table.
I'm just gonna look.
You can look all you want, but it's not underneath. So I've cleaned up my eyes and now I'm going to take what that itty bitty left
Maybe.
and I'm just going to bring it down the bridge of my nose a little bit and highlight that too because I want that to pop out a little bit once I get everything on.
I can't find it. I can't even find it. And here's more up here. There's no more here.
Is that it right there on the floor, honey? Have you checked all the ones that are on the floor?
Yeah.
What about this one right here? Did you check that one? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little blending bud. I'm going to... Nope, that's not it. I'm going to take a little bit of my Behold Setting Spray and just spray the end of it so it's damp. And then I'm going to blend that out. Easy.
This is a dope purple.
You found it! Yay, Bobby Joe, we can do the purple. Just for you. Say, here you go, Bobby Joe. Just for you.
Here you go, Bobby Joe. Just for you.
Alright, so.
Now I can put it on?
Yes, now you can put the lipstick on. And I just blend that out. And then when I take this up to my eyebrow, I line it up with my eyebrow and then I just lightly tug down. Okay, because I don't want to mess up my eyebrows that I just drew on. But I need that to be kind of blended out.
Mom, can you help me do this?
Yeah, just a second.
I got it a little up.
Okay, just a second.
Can I sit on your lap, please?
No.
Please.
But I'll help you put your lipstick on, okay? Open your mouth a little bit. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Do that. Here. Put the lid on. Bobby Joe says thank you. Okay, so here's the next. Here's the coup de grace right here. This is how I set my eyebrows. I take our Behold Setting Powder, take that brush again.
I have the pink sparkles on and I'm going to spray them.
And then I just dust that on top wherever I put the concealer. Okay? And my brows are done. My eyebrows are highlighted. And I'm ready to move on. We're going to do eyeshadow next, okay? So here you go, Bobby Joe. I'm going to do my eyeshadow next. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take... I'm going to take Crafty, which is the color I used yesterday for my purple. I'm going to use that as my transition color. So I'm going to need my blending brush. It's a big, nice big flat, fluffy blending brush. I'm going to take that color Crafty and I'm going to dust that over.
Let me check this one. No, what is this called?
I think that's Dainty.
It's Dainty?
Uh-huh.
I don't know Dainty.
And put it towards the center
I'm going to try
here and then pull it
that one.
across.
I'm going to try this one, Mom.
No, honey, you can't. Not right now, okay?
Why?
Because I'm in the middle of a live and I'm busy. I'm online right now, honey.
I'm going to get up here.
It's fine, get up there, but don't knock my stuff off, please. No, leave that there.
But you let me have this upstairs.
But I'm gonna need it down here. Please stop.
But
I don't care.
I found this for you.
Yeah, you did. That's the one you had yesterday.
Here.
I don't need that right now, thank you.
But you can lose it.
No, I'm not gonna lose it. The only way I lose things is when you lose them, when you misplace them.
Here.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm just dusting my lid with that, okay? I'm coming up a little bit above my crease line because when I put that dark Rapturous on, you're not going to see it very much. And I want it to be that transition color. I want you guys to be able to see it a little bit, okay?
Do I have dark purple on yet?
Nope, that's what I'm going to put on right now. Okay? So I've used Crafty, and now I'm going to put Rapturous on. And Rapturous is
That is sponges. Sponge.
the cream shadow that I used yesterday. Okay, so this is a matte eggplant purple color, and I'm going to put that right on my lid. Millie, please stop. Okay, that's enough. Please stop.
What is this, Mama?
It's powder. So I'm going to take my cream powder brush. Cream powder.
Can I shake
My
it?
cream
Can I shake it?
shadow brush.
Can I shake it?
Yeah, you can shake it. I'm going to dig some of that out.
Can I open it, please?
No, I don't want you to open it. Please, you'll make... That's lipstick. I'm sorry, that's lipstick. Please don't open that.
But can I see it? How to see it? Let's see it. Mommy?
What?
Could we, like, buy the toy that I was talking about?
Not today. I'm not buying toys. It's like 8 weeks to Christmas. You're going to have to wait till Christmas.
This is my lipstick.
So I pat this on wherever I want it.
And that's my lipstick, too.
It's not yours, it's mine.
The brown is mine. The brown is mine.
Well, it is now. Okay, so I'm just tapping it on. If you were to brush this on, you would create what I call shadow boogers. Because this is a cream and dries to a powder, you just need... Shh. You need to pat it on, not rub it on, or you can use your finger. I mean, that's fine too.
You have two. We have.
Millie, do you remember when I asked you to be quiet, please? If you could be down here if you're going to be quiet.
But I know. But I don't like this one.
You love that one. You talk about it all the time.
But I will have to put this one on. So
That's fine. Put it on.
okay. I'll just put this one on.
So I just put it right there on my lid. And you could put this up higher if you
This one
wanted.
is so cute. And I never.
Since it's daytime, I don't need to look
Never.
really.
You help me put it on. It's so
Didn't I
white.
just help you put this on like 2 minutes ago? Open. Ah. There you go. Here. Okay, so now I'm going to take my crease brush and I'm going to just go around the edges of it. I don't need to go over the top because it's already on there really
Isn't that
nicely.
pretty, Mama?
You're gorgeous, sweetheart. And I'm just going to soften the edges.
I know.
Now you say, thank you, Mom. You don't say, I know. That's rude.
I know it's beautiful and so beautiful. I know you will.
Did you see how easy that was? Just soften those edges with this brush. Easy, right? I love this because I think it's fairly foolproof. You put on a transition color, you slap on some of this cream shadow, and you blend it out, and you're done. Even people that don't wear a lot of makeup or wear makeup very often could do this. I think we need a little more cream shadow on this eye. Declan, come here. Declan, come here. If you're gonna fight with your sister, you need to go somewhere else. You also, hey, you never hit your sister. I don't care how angry you are. You never hit.
She just
I don't want to hear it. I want you to say, yes, Mom, and go away and listen to what I'm saying.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, now go be a good
But
boy.
Nelly just stepped on my arm, and I don't like it.
Well, then move away from your sister. Make a good choice, bud. You make them every day at school. You need to make them here, too. So I'm just recreating my eye from last night. And we're almost done. So I took Rapturous, which is this matte purple cream splurge eyeshadow. And I just put it on my lid right here, and I blended it out with my crease brush. And before I started doing that, I used Crafty, which is a pressed shadow, which is kind of like a periwinkle, as my transition color. Hey, Kelly. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take that blending brush again. I'm going to grab a little more of that Crafty because it got lost. I'm just going to put some right there in my crease. And then I'm going to grab my deluxe brush, and I'm going to get Trusting, which is a metallic lavender. Thanks, Papa Joe. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that and put it right there in the corner of my eye. It's really easy. Okay, now I'm going to finish my under eye, my face makeup, and then we'll come back and just do a little bit more underneath my eye and call it quits, okay? Because we're almost done. And then I got to go wash all my brushes because my brushes are getting a little skanky. Okay, so underneath my eye then, I'm going to put some concealer, but I'm going to use a different color than I used on my lid. I used Scarlet on my lid, and I'm going to take Organza for underneath. Now here's the trick. I'm older. I'm not old, I'm older, and so I find like laugh lines and wrinkles underneath my eyes. I don't necessarily want to highlight too much under there, but I also don't want to have dark circles under there. So I put some primer in my concealer. So I put some of our Glorious primer right along there. I put like, I don't know, a quarter of amount of primer in with my concealer. So if you can see that, put just a little drop with my concealer. I take my concealer brush. Oh, there it is. Take my concealer brush, mix them together. And then I just put it on underneath my eye in a triangle shape. This also gives you, if you do your eyeshadow before you put the rest of your face on, it gives you the opportunity to clean up any mistakes that you might have, or if you came down too low with your eyeshadow, you can also clean up with that really easily with your concealer. I used to always put everything on face-wise and then go back and do my eye, and then I'd have to clean up again. Okay, that's fine. Catch the rest on the replay. Thanks for hopping on. So I used to do it all at once, right? And then I'd have to go back and touch up. But this way, I don't have to worry about the touching up again with the concealer because I'm not doing it until after I've got my eyes on. So it's a win-win. So I like to put this on in a triangle fashion underneath my eye so that it highlights, but it also takes away any of that darkness or purple. I also have some unfortunate sunspots underneath my eyes, so this will highlight my under eyes and bring life back to my eyes. Okay. And then I also put some of this on my chin to highlight my chin. Alright, so I take that same sponge. I'm going to put a little more Behold Setting Spray on it. I love this stuff. I'm almost out anymore. I spray the end of my Beauty Blender with it and moisten it again. Dampen. And I find this helps keep my concealer. Again, I have a problem with my lines underneath my eyes, so I find if I set... Excuse me just a second. You guys need to be nice to each other or I'm going to separate you and put you in timeout. Shut the door, that'll help. If I set it with Behold Setting Spray as I'm doing it and then I set it with the powder, it will keep my under eyes from creasing. It's not foolproof, but it's definitely helpful, okay? It also helps with the pores I've got underneath there. It will diminish the pores and give myself a much more flawless face, especially around my cheekbone area where I've got those problem areas. Can you see how well that covered there? Isn't that awesome? So I'm lightly just dabbing or patting that in and blending that out. But I'm not, if you notice, I'm not pulling my skin. I'm just lightly patting it, okay? You never want to tug on your under eye. Okay, so here's the next step, you guys. This is step by step, all the way through. Take my Behold Setting Powder. I'm going to grab the same brush that I just used, put it in there, take some off, and then I'm going to pat it right underneath my eyes where I put all the concealer. Now remember when I said I had pores? Now, luckily you can't see the pores on my video, but I can see them in my mirror. So this is the second half of this, okay? So I'm going to take this. There's a nice little net in there. I'm going to take the concealer half of my brush, grab some of that, and then I'm going to take my mirror where I know I can see those pores, and I'm just going to kind of tap it in there where some of those bigger pores are, and just tap, 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 tap them away, okay? I'm going to take the bigger end, and it's so much more flawless. What?
That one keeps being mean.
You know what? I think you both need to go away from each other. Why don't you just leave Bubby alone and then you won't have to worry about it anymore. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to make him stop doing whatever it is that he's doing because you guys can't get along. Sorry.
He's been mean to me.
So why would you want to hang out with him? Go somewhere else.
No.
Well then, go get your iPad and watch your iPad. Mommy's going to be done in just a minute. We're going to go upstairs anyway, okay?
Mommy.
You're fine.
I want to do your makeup too. I want to do this.
Okay, well when Mommy's done, we can do your makeup, okay? Okay, so shh. Remember when I said we have to be quiet? Okay, so here's something I don't do every day, but I do it often. I also take, and I'm lighter now. Honey, please don't right now. Go away for a little bit. I take our pressed powder foundation and I just kind of top the rest of my face off. I know a lot of girls from my generation do this. And I'm not sure if it's how we were taught to do makeup or if it's just, maybe it's, you know, from this area. I don't know. But I take Hamlet. It's the pressed powder, but I also put it on kind of like you would a loose powder with a brush. And I just tap wherever I didn't put. I'm not done with this yet, so it's not your turn. When it's your turn, you can use it, okay? It's Mommy's turn right now. I tap it wherever I didn't have my concealer. And then I feel like it's finished. Now it's time to warm up my face with a little beachfront bronzer. It's the blue that you used yesterday is in here, and you may use that again today. I just warm it up along my cheekbones, down my chin, and my jawbone. To give myself a little bit more dimension.
I stepped on something.
Probably all the eyeshadow you left on the floor along my forehead. Honey, you're rocking my table. I'd appreciate if you'd stop, please. And I'm gonna take this. Oh, I guess I can't take this color since I'm not wearing brown. I'll take this color. This is called Stunning. Just a second. I know it's kind of scary, but it's really not. I'm just gonna take a little. I'm going to take my blush brush. I'm going to grab, watch, this is as much as I'm going to be using. That's it for my whole face. See how much color's on there? I'm going to tap off the extra.
This one is so glittery. But can you help me? I don't want the brown one.
I'll just put it on my cheeks just like that.
I really want this one on. It's so glittery. Look at the glittery side.
Yes, honey. Put it on then if you like it.
I want you to.
I'm not doing it right now. I'm on a live. I'm not available right now. Okay? Please leave me alone.
I want you to put it on me, please.
Come here. There you go. Put it away.
I love
Okay, so now I'm going to take,
I love you.
hey Samantha, I'm going to take this brush that I used earlier. I'm going to grab a little more of that Crafty that I started with and just put it underneath my eye. Right along my lash line, just to bring that top color down and tie in the rest. I'm sorry about my children. Apparently they don't want to play nicely together. Okay, I'm gonna grab, this is my new favorite color. I cannot live without this color. It's called Proper. It's a dark brown, and I tight line my top lashes, and a lot of times I do that to the bottom too. And it really just sets my eyelashes up to look thicker by adding a darker color right there along the bottom of my lash line. And I love it. Hey, Mindy. So this is kind of a long video, and I understand if you don't want to stick on or can't stick on for the whole time, but we have just kind of been going through step by step how I did my look from yesterday. There's a lot of people that really enjoyed looking at the purple eye that I did yesterday. So I am just kind of following up with this and showing you how I got it. So I know I'm wearing purple eyeshadow, but I'm a brunette, and I find that using this really dark pencil right here just kind of helps bring out my eyelashes even more. Now you don't have to, it's personal preference if you curl your eyelashes. I have bone straight, not very long eyelashes. So in order for me to even notice my own eyelashes, I have to curl them. Mommy. Millie, I shut the door on purpose. I'd rather you not be in here. Well, open the door. Millie, open the door. Push. Push. It's not locked, honey. You just have to push. It's not locked. I wouldn't lock you out. What kind of a mom would I be? So I just curl them, and then my newest love, you guys, is the waterproof. I don't need waterproof. I just like the waterproof. It's kind of like a nice happy medium between the 3D Fiber Lash and the Epic Mascara. I don't know why it's a little bit different. I even saw someone yesterday, and I may try this today. Take the fibers from the 3D and use the Epic Waterproof. Let's try it and see what happens. Have you guys heard of minking? Apparently this is a new craze. I saw it on my friend Kara's website the other day. She was kind of explaining it, and I'm ordering the Purple Epic, you guys. The Purple Epic. I'm so on top of this. I cannot even wait to order it today. So you're going to put that... So minking would be like if I put black on first and then put purple on or brown on at the very ends, and it gives the illusion of them being longer. I'm just going to make them longer today. So I'm going to put the waterproof mascara on, a nice thick coat, and then I'm going to add fibers, and then I'm going to put more waterproof on. You can do this with regular Epic too if you want. If you have any of it laying around, I know that, and again, I'm hurting myself when I say this, but I'm just not a huge fan of the 3D lashes. Even with the new formula, I like the Epic way better. But I have all these fiber lashes laying around from when I had the 3D, and what are you gonna? You never run out of the fibers. You run out of the transplanting gel. So I'm gonna take the fibers, roll it on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna grab this from the end. I'm just putting it on the end, you guys. And then you always have to coat the end again with mascara or transplanting gel so the fibers don't come off, okay? So I'm going to take that waterproof again. I'm going to just kind of coat the end of the fibers. Look at that. Is that not amazing? Love it. Alright, so we're going to put one more coat. We're going to put one over here, and then we'll do our bottom lashes. And I may just put another coat of waterproof on. We'll see. Got a bunch of deliveries to make today, and I have to run to the store, and I have to go to my mom's house this afternoon in Monmouth. So, meanwhile, Todd's working today, so I have to get the kids ready all by myself. Which is not a problem, it's just time consuming, right? Right, Millie? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I put my Epic on. I'm going to grab some fibers from my fiber lash. Just the fibers, not the other stuff. Coat the end. So I'm going mid-lash tip, okay, with the fibers. I'm not going over the whole lash because you've already got some on the bottom. Or the base, you've got your Epic at the base. And I'm going to coat those fibers with the waterproof again, okay? Now again, you can use as many coats as you want. You're not limited. Do as many as you want. Go for it. I got new contacts the other day, you guys. I freaking hate them. I'm getting my glasses next week, and I cannot wait for them to get here. I hope I like wearing my glasses again as much as I like wearing contacts that I like. Okay, so I'm going to put some on the bottoms. Sorry. Alright, so can you see the difference there? Just Epic mascara is amazing. I'm going to do a little extra. What do you think? You guys should try this. If you haven't tried the Epic, the waterproof Epic, and at all, you absolutely need to try the Epic. If you haven't tried the waterproof, you need to try that waterproof. Okay, so let's do just an easy lip. I think what I'll do is, now this is sold out. You're not available to get this right now. I'm not sure that it won't come back, but it may. But the Moodstruck Hottie in the color Jenna, which is a really pretty purple mauve color. I love the lip hotties. They don't make my, they're like a lip gloss, but they have like peppermint oil that kind of help plump your lips a little. But I have a lip peeling problem, and they do not make my lips peel. So there we have it. I am finished, you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Stop for watching. If you want to flip back, yep, just a minute. Want to flip back and like fast forward to the part you want to watch. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Go ahead, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If you have any questions, comments, or you're interested in any of the products that I've talked about today,
say comments below.
Yep, I say comment below and I will message you. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye.